Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we got some good old Penguin Reno, good old Charlie, the moistest of the criticals, and we got Don't Be Fooled by This. And yeah, let's get into it.
If I asked you to give me your ID to watch this video, provide some form of identification, what would you tell me?
I'd
I
probably tell
hope
you to
your
fuck
answer would be a
off.
resounding no, telling me to go eat dirt. Because that's not just like some kind of
Yeah, that's
innocent,
weird as shit.
annoying question. That's
Alright.
legitimately just an assault on
So
you.
we're talking about, more than likely, he's talking about the Internet Child fucking Safety Act or whatever it's called. Is it the Internet Child Safety Act? Is that what they're calling it? The Kids Online Safety Act. The good, or as other people like to call it, the good old Patriot Act 2.0 electric boogaloo, where they're essentially trying to push all this control and dystopian shit under the guise of trying to keep kids safe from the internet. And in my opinion, that's pretty fucking retarded to try to push an agenda and say you're doing it to protect kids while simultaneously being the ones responsible for sex trafficking being happening in our country, because this is America. um Politicians be aiding sex trafficking and whatnot, child sex trafficking in America, and for politicians to partake in these activities that go on when you sex traffic children. So I find it pretty funny how they're all of a sudden they care about the kids when, what was it, not even a year or two ago it came out that a lot of officials in government were part of like this massive child sex trafficking ring. I mean, how many UN officials came out and got they didn't even come out, they got fucking caught, ousted for being these disgusting fucking chomos that partook in these deplorable acts that was diddling little kids and partaking in the aiding of sex trafficking of children. It's pretty fucking it's pretty fucking, but oh my god, it's such a slap in the face, dude. Like, they genuinely believe the American people are that stupid, and unfortunately some people are that stupid.
Or freedom. It's an extremely scary and concerning direction the online space is heading. No longer is this just the
Yeah.
wacky Wild West of the World Wide Web, where Timmy
Yeah, it should have
Turner once
always
surfed
been.
on an email and Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah.
Now, it
The
is
fucking movie.
actively being censored. We're seeing that happen a lot.
Yeah.
Censorship is spiraling, especially in video games, with
Yeah, not even video games. I mean, what a great pause. Not even just in video games. I mean, look at the UK. They just banned Wikipedia because Wikipedia wouldn't forcibly change some of its our articles. Like, what? That's fucking wild. That is like straight up just control of history at that point. Like, it's straight up fucking Fahrenheit 451. They're straight up just choosing what the people can read and what the people can view, and anything that goes against their narrative, their agenda, is being censored out. It's just straight up blatant censorship, and it's not even
collective
just in
shout
video
giving
games.
Steam and itch.io two separate platforms to remove hundreds and hundreds of games that they deemed
Yeah,
highly
that's wild.
harmful and, deplorable. So they had the Visa and Master.
Yeah, guys, because a video game can totally, pull out a gun and kill you. Yeah, a video game can totally come at you in the middle of the night, break into your house, kill you, and then take all your shit. Yeah, a video game can totally be harmful. Yep. Yeah, goddamn. Did you hear about that whole thing that happened with GTA San Andreas? Like, bro, they put in the disc and the fucking PS2 came to life and it used the cable of the controllers of the PS2 controller to strangle this fucking kid. Did y'all not hear about that? Man, video games are so fucking dangerous. Like, shit, we need to get rid of these harmful video games because, they can bring your fucking machines to life and they can kill you in your sleep. Like, holy shit, it's so stupid. Fictional media, they're saying fictional media is harmful when it's not. What is harmful? OnlyFans, Fansly, all these fucking porn sites that prey on women, give women this, false sense of financial security the moment they turn 18, only for them to inevitably realize a year or two later that it wasn't worth it because the success that they were promised wasn't given to them. And it's all very predatory and very harmful. But then collective shout will be like, "Oh no, we're targeting video games because we can't sexualize and objectify women." Really? Then how come you haven't gone after OnlyFans, the most notorious website for sexualizing and objectifying women? It's pretty fucking stupid when you think about it.
Card come forward, threaten to pull out of them and bully them into submission. They got them in the fucking headlock. So then they just went belly up and played ball, removing all of these titles, which, by the way, was not just freaky gooner games. In itch.io's case, people have learned over the last few days, tons and tons of games have been de-indexed that didn't have any porn in them at all. So it wasn't just like rape and incest, weird...
Remember when I said when they're gonna start coming after other video games that don't have anything to do with it? Why not go after Call of Duty? There's a whole bunch of death in that. You're killing other people with guns. Why not go after GTA? You can run people over with a car. Why not go after fucking, I don't know. Why not go after Victoria 3? You're essentially simulating conquest of other countries, Why not go after Stellaris? You're essentially simulating spatial galactic conquest where you go and kill all these aliens and conquer their planets, and you get to dictate how they live. And if you're xenophobic and you do some 40k roleplay, you're essentially neutralizing all these Xenos and exterminating them. Why not go after Warhammer 40k? Like I just said, you're killing aliens, and alien lives matter, even though they're Tyranids and all they do is devour life and other planets for the hive mind, Like, it's like I said it, they're gonna go after other games, and when I point it out like that, it sounds pretty fucking ridiculous, don't it, Because these are all fictional fucking settings. None of it matters. It's not harmful to anyone. Like, goddamn, is it so stupid.
Games. It was any game, or mini games included, that are just darker themes, that have more, like, adult themes in them with no, like, sexual content. It's...
What? Adults are buying adult-themed video games? My God, Batman! We have to go and stop these hooligans, these legal adults from consuming legal adult materials. My God! Can you believe it? These adults who are 18 plus are buying video games that are rated 18 plus. God, what an injustice, Batman! We have to go after them. Like, it's so stupid. It's just beyond fucking retarded.
Absurd, and it's something everyone could have seen coming. Anyone with a functioning frontal lobe could tell you that censorship is not something to be celebrated. When you try and target low-hanging fruit, something easy like gross, disgusting porn games that are all about, like, incest and shit, you'll get a lot of clapping seals like, yippee, you saved us. But what they don't realize is it doesn't stop there. That is just the beginning. That just opens the door. So
they're quite literally testing the stability of the dam. They're looking for cracks that they can slip through. They're looking for any way to exploit this. Anywhere a little bit of water pressure will just make it all come tumbling down. And unfortunately, these fucking idiots just gave them that little bit of water pressure. And now the entire dam is slowly dismantling itself because of these fucking idiots. It's fucking ridiculous.
Can censor even more. It is absurd and out of control, but I'm going off on a tangent. The point is, the internet is under attack in a large way across the board, not just in gaming. I'm sure all of you have seen what's happening in the UK right now with
that's
their
pretty
Online
wild.
Safety Act, where now to access a myriad of content, you need to provide your identification. That's not acceptable.
Yeah,
just like we were.
Not to mention that people are now being arrested. I don't know if he'll talk about it, but people are literally being arrested for the shit that they're posting in their own private Discord servers. They're not even open to the public. It's just a space for the boys to go in and chat and just be guys. And oh no, because they said something that the government doesn't agree with, they went straight to jail. Like how is that fucking fair? How is that freedom of speech? Like holy shit, the censorship is fucking wild.
All taught growing up, never take candy from a stranger, don't talk to strangers, say no to that kind of shit.
Be
You should
careful
also
of
be
racists
taught to
on the
say
internet.
no to this too. You should not be providing your ID willy-nilly online. That is not something that should just be loosey-goosey, no care in the world. Oh, here's all my personal identification. Here, yeah, take it. That way I can access fucking Wikipedia. By the way,
so
Wikipedia
stupid.
is actually affected by this. Now, in some cases, it's not providing.
Oh,
an
he
ID,
doesn't
it's
say
instead
why.
providing-
Like I said, Wikipedia got banned in the UK because they didn't want to do any of this stupid shit because they saw it as infringement and as blatant censorship. And guess what? They got banned in the UK. It's so fucking stupid, man.
Your face. It will scan your face, so you're giving them your biometric data in that case.
Yep.
Again, big time no-no. I shouldn't be the one to come in here and teach you why privacy is important, but I hope somebody has. This is not a good thing. So in
Never
some of
will
these
be.
processes, it's not always required to give your full ID and your
God, I remember this. Remember in school when the internet was new and fresh and they played videos about, being careful online and to not give your information to anyone and to never trust anyone on the internet? Well, now the government is doing the exact opposite, and it's pretty fucking insane that now they're like, oh yeah, give us all your information, You can trust us. We're the government. Give us your date of birth, your social security number, your credit card number, the CVC number on your credit card, as well as the expiration date. Trust us. We'll keep it secure. Flashback to, 2-3 years ago when there was a data breach at the federal government and every American social security number got leaked. But yeah, the government will totally be able to keep all your online, everything that you submit online totally safe, It's not like they've fucked this up before. Bro, it's wild. I mentioned this in the Hero Hey video. This is literally South Park's fucking Troll Trace episode where Gerald is like trying to take down Troll Trace because it could cause devastation at a global level with everyone being able to access everyone's internet history. It's fucking wild. And that is slowly becoming a reality, and it's insane.
fucking credit card statements or anything. Instead, some may ask to scan your face and everything. Also still frowned upon. You still shouldn't do that either.
Yep.
This bill was paraded around like it was some righteous, legislation that was aimed at protecting kids from accessing harmful content online, specifically porn.
Like I said,
I'm sure a lot of
Patriot Act 2.0, Electric Boogaloo.
you, if you've got your thinking caps on, if you're activating neurons, can probably recognize a pattern since basically the beginning of time, the beginning of the internet here, where porn is always used as this ultimate boogeyman. It's the Galactus level threat that they always have to pass legislation to combat. And to people that don't want to do any thinking and would rather have all their thoughts put into their head by the government on what they should and should not support,
Why the
it
fuck would you
sounds
ever
like
do
a
that?
Nice notion. You don't want kids having access to harmful content like porn online. That makes sense. But the second you make like George and get a bit curious and, God forbid, get into your ponder stance and start thinking and look into these type of pushes, you will recognize the goal is not to protect kids. It's not to protect
It's to
anyone
police
from anything.
people.
These are called Trojan horses, where they push these through under a false pretense like this with so many huge detrimental consequences attached to it. that impede on your freedom.
I can guarantee the bill is the majority of the bill is utter bullshit, and there's like one line that addresses this whole child's internet fucking porn thing that he's using as an example. I can guarantee you there's only like one line, if not two, not even a full fucking paragraph.
They use this idea of protecting kids from harmful content as a way of getting this bill across the line that has really bad stuff.
Crazy thought. If you truly wanted to protect kids, instead of fucking trying to this policing shit, why not introduce a new curriculum in the health classes of schools, you know, physical education? Why not include a course about the dangers of internet porn and the dangers of internet porn addiction? You know, that would be way more helpful than all this shit. All this fake bullshit, this circus act that is the fucking Kid Safety Act. Like, it's so stupid. That's like a million times better than, yeah, give us your ID. You have to identify yourself to use and peruse and browse the internet. Like, it's so stupid. It's beyond retarded.
In it, there is nothing good about handing over your freedoms. And
Nope.
It's even more sad how few people even recognize it happening in front of their face. And even beyond that, even more pathetic is the people that are happy about it, that don't mind giving away all of their personal information. This act was not about protecting children from accessing porn.
Yeah.
It did not just require ID to be provided for porn sites.
In my opinion, the government shouldn't be the one to fucking be like, oh, kids shouldn't be watching this. It should be the parents who are, you know, doing their fucking job, parenting, to be like teaching their kids about all this shit. But, you know, no, unfortunately, we have parents who just put an iPad in front of their kids and let the iPad do all the working for them. And then all of a sudden, they wonder why their kids are just addicted to their fucking iPads. It's fucking insane. And it's stupid. And it's like, holy shit. And I can guarantee you there's parents out there that are like, yeah, hell yeah. They just read the title that is Kids Online Safety Act, and they immediately are like, yeah, protect the kids. Woo! Meanwhile, their kid is literally there with their fucking face glued onto an iPad watching Coco Melon brain rot.
It was required for anything that they deemed
White.
maybe potentially opening up children to harmful content. That includes Discord
So
features.
stupid.
It includes some forums. It includes Twitter. It includes Reddit.
fuck does Discord
Anything
do?
that could even be moderately argued opens them up to like adult content or harmful subjects is hit by this, requiring them to have age verification in place where you will need to provide an ID to prove you are 18 years or older in order to grant access to that. You know the whole
That
meme
is
of
so
like,
stupid.
oi, you got a license to be breathing that air? Where it's
The
all about
fuck?
like how over the top the UK is with this kind of bullshit. Well, now it has become
You need a license to own a fucking television in the UK, and even if you don't own a television, you still gotta pay. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's like, bro, that is the dumbest shit I have ever fucking heard of. Needing a license to just to own a television baffles me.
beyond parody, where you actually need a fucking license to send Discord shit. You need
Yeah,
a
that's
license
so
for
stupid.
Wikipedia articles, basically. Wikipedia is being hit by this, by the way.
Yeah, they
And
are.
they're trying to plead their case here about how detrimental this is, trying to bring some kind of
Let's see here. The Wikipedia Foundation shares the UK's government committing to promoting online environment where everyone can safely participate. The organization is not bringing a general challenge to the OSA as a whole, nor the existence of the Category 1 duties themselves. Rather, the legal challenge focuses solely on the new categorization regulations that risk imposing Category 1 duties, the OSA's most strict obligations, on Wikipedia. Yeah, that is insane. Wikipedia is just literally an information gathering nexus. That's all it is. Like, all it does, it's a literal community pool of knowledge. That's it. If enforced on Wikipedia, Category 1 demands would undermine the privacy and safety of Wikipedia's volunteer contributors. Yep, because it's a community contributed nexus, exposing the encyclopedia to manipulation and vandalism, and divert essential resources from protecting people and improving Wikipedia, one of the world's most trusted and widely used digital public goods. Yeah, like I said, because it's a community run nexus. People, anyone can go in there, start their own Wikipedia article on whatever the fuck, and other people could go in, edit it, add stuff, subtract stuff, and do a whole bunch of stuff, and do a whole bunch of other things to try to increase the wealth, the wellspring that is Wikipedia in the information sector. It's pretty insane.
Sanity and reason back to the UK here in some capacity. I know this word gets tossed around
wild,
a lot by a bunch of Redditors when tipping their fedora at anything they don't like, but this actually is dystopian. This is preposterous. This was never designed to protect kids from accessing harmful things like porn. It was designed for control and surveillance of their citizens.
Yep.
And it's being proposed in the US as well. If you thought this was an exclusive thought process just for the UK, you're very wrong. America would love to get their fingers in our butt.
I mean, fucking Australia's also already pushing for their own version of this, which is also pretty fucking insane. I forgot what theirs is called, but it's the exact same thing as the OSA and as the Kids Online Safety Act. It's the exact same shit of, yeah, we're gonna police you and police everything you do on the internet. And that is so wild, and that is such a violation of people's freedoms. And it's insane that these fucking imbeciles actually let this shit go through. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
As well, and we now have the Kids Online Safety Act that has been reintroduced in late May that aims to do something very similar here. It's a very common tactic where these proposed legislations will have things like, we have to protect the children. You know, another classic meme, think of the children. Well, it's a meme for a reason.
Yeah, think of the children. If they're too busy, perusing the internet, how are they gonna be sucking on my cock? I want these kids with their lips around my mouth, not their lips glued to an iPad. God, think of the kids, I want them in my sex trafficking ring. God, if they're glued to their iPads 24/7, how are they gonna fall for the white van Candyman trick? They won't, because they won't even notice it, because they're too glued to their iPads. Oh my god, think of the kids, people. It's so fucking ridiculous, dude. And I say all that shit because our own fucking politicians, quite literally, were caught in a fucking sex trafficking scandal full of kids. And it's fucking ridiculous. And now they're trying to play the virtue signal card of, oh, we're trying to protect kids. Really? How come you didn't protect all the fucking kids that were being that were being sex trafficked into the country? Why didn't you protect the kids that cross the border illegally, and the moment they cross over, they're immediately thrown into brothels, underground brothels, where they have to sell their bodies to pay off the debt of having to come over illegally? Where's all that shit, huh? How come when it comes to that, and when it comes to the massive fucking child sex trafficking ring, nothing is done, and whenever a politician is ousted for taking part in all that shit, all they get is a slap on the wrist, and maybe they get off easy, just like, Jeffrey Epstein. It's fucking insane. But no, we gotta protect kids from the internet, because it's all like it's parents' jobs to be doing that. No, it's our job. It's the government's job. No, don't read the fine print of the Kids Online Safety Act. No, don't read it. No, ignore that line where it says that we'll have total full control of everything that you put on the internet. No, ignore that. Think of the children, the children that we politicians love so much. I mean, think about it. Why would we, go to the Diddy parties where kids are lubed up in baby oil if we didn't love kids? It's because we love children. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. And it's fucking bullshit. And the fact that people aren't that outraged by this is fucking insane.
Because it is the go-to strategy for a lot of politicians, because it's very easy to drum up support under this false pretense.
Yep.
It is not about
It's a very easy target.
This isn't actually trying to stop kids from accessing porn. It is a convenient way for them to control your information and spy on you freely, openly, and easily. It is all about surveillance.
You live in California and you're a Republican? Alright, well, buddy, you're going to jail. Why? Because you said some mean things about Gavin Newsom and and Mayor Karen Bassface Bass. You said some mean things about them online. Where's our proof? Well, buckaroo. Pushes their glasses up, shines white light. Well, you see right here, because of the Kids Online Safety Act, you put all your personal information online. So here we have all the proof of everything you've posted. Like, it's fucking... It's... I'll keep going to this. It's literally Troll Trace from South Park. That's literally what it is. It's literally just Troll Trace from South Park. Holy shit. Who thought, parody would become a reality?
Surveillance, control, and censorship. And all I can do is sit here and cross my fingers and toes while kissing a rabbit's foot that we are lucky enough that this will be shot down as it has in the past in this country.
Fucking hell, I hope it is.
Not guaranteed.
Yeah.
Obviously, most people don't want kids accessing porn. And in an age where information can spread so quickly, so wrongly, there's a lot of people that might hear the tiddlywinks about this bill, think it's doing something that it's not, and support it.
Yeah, just
It's
like
very
the
possible.
American
There's
Patriot
never been
Act.
an easier time to get some really damaging freedom overturning bills passed than right now, because you
Yep.
control so much information so easily, and most people don't bother to spend even a fucking iota of a second researching
it's
any of the
wild.
topics. It's just a really concerning mix of ingredients here for like the possible perfect storm of no longer having an internet that you can access without providing identification. For some reason, it's become highly accepted and normalized that the internet is expected to cater to children being on it completely unsupervised. And while that does happen, that is the fault of the parent, and the blame lies
Thank
solely
God
on the
he
parent
said it.
refusing to do their job and raising their own fucking kids.
Thank God he said it, because he has a fucking point. It is not the government's job to be monitoring what kids are doing. It is the parents' job to be monitoring what their kids are doing. It is the parents' job to ensure that kids aren't on these sites. It is the parents' job to ensure that the kids, are on fucking normal sites. They're on stuff like CartoonNetwork.com or fucking Nickelodeon.com or fucking Roblox for that instance, or playing goddamn fucking Minecraft. It is the parents' job to ensure that their kids aren't exposed to pornography at a young age. And sometimes it happens on accident. Sometimes a kid, let's look at Sonic, for instance. We'll use a Sonic example. Sometimes kids really love Sonic. And you know what Sonic has? He has the rivalry that is Shadow. So you know what a kid might do? They might type in, oh, I want to see some cool art of Shadow and Sonic fighting. So some of you already know where this is going. They type in, Sonic X Shadow fan art, or some shit like that, and then they press enter on Google, and guess what? They're not met with a Shadow fighting Sonic. They're met with fucking a whole bunch of Shadow fucking Sonic porn. And it is the parents' jobs to ensure that, this doesn't happen, to teach their kids about the safeties and the dangers of the internet, how to be safe on the internet, rather, and the dangers of the internet. And it's very fucking crazy, dude, that the government is trying to fucking do this stupid shit yet again. But I mean, then again, it's the government. They're always trying to see just how much power they can take from the people.
Not the internet's responsibility to do that for them. Now, I know it's been very common for parents to just sit their kids in front of an iPad, creating these iPad
Look, he said it
setting them up
too.
for failure, really, by refusing to actively be a part of their life and raise them. But that doesn't mean that the internet needs to step in and change to do it for them. There needs to be the onus placed back on the household. The parents should be once again in charge of raising their kids. That's how it used to be, and that's how you had normal people develop. Not like
Yeah.
this. Not under the thumb of the government sticking its nose in your business. It is terrifying. Why have we just gotten to the point where we
Yeah, the government's quite literally over here, like, putting on the white glove, telling you to bend over, even though you're there for a simple fucking, you're there to quite literally get your fucking, like, get an x-ray of your fucking teeth just to make sure your wisdom teeth aren't gonna grow out and aren't gonna, grow crooked and shit, and instead the government's putting on a white glove and telling you, all right, bend over, put those trousers down, and bend over, boyo. We gotta inspect that prostate, and you're literally sitting there like, wait, what? I thought this was a dentist checkup, a routine dental checkup. What do you mean I have to bend over? It's like, no, we're the government. Oh, we want to see how much power we can take from you. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. And some people will quite literally, instead of being like, yo, what the fuck, what, this is a dentist's office, this isn't a fucking a health clinic, you're not my primary healthcare physician. And there's other people who will be like, all right, yes sir, yes daddy, government, bends over, takes their trousers down, and they just get that, good old anal prostate exam from the government. And they're just like, oh, yes, daddy government, yes. And it's like, bro, those people are the fucking worst. Like, those people are the worst. But it's wild. Those are the type of people that will bury their head in the sand whenever this shit's going down. And they'll be like, no, we don't see anything. If we don't see it or hear it, it's not happening. And then you'll have the rational thinking people that are like, yo, you need to take your fucking head out of the sand and live in reality every once in a while, because reality is about to fuck you in the ass.
Excuse bad parenting and instead force the internet to be the ones to be the parental figure, where
Yeah.
everything is like babied to ensure a kid doesn't accidentally access fucking Wikipedia or something. It's
God forbid.
completely preposterous. And on top of that, it's downright dangerous for everybody. You shouldn't be providing your identification and all.
Like I said, people in the UK are already being policed for what they're putting in private fucking Discord servers. Private Discord servers. People are now being arrested because they're, making jokes about the government in their own private Discord servers, and it's fucking dystopian as shit. It's so dystopian. Like, holy shit, 1984 knocking on your door. Hello, we're big brothers here to, take you to jail because you said a no-no in a private Discord server, and we can't have that.
All of this data like this. It's just not good. And I really hope we don't see it come to America. I wanted to put all of this on your plate here, put it on your radar.
Yeah, they tried to
because
introduce
it's not
this
something
2 years
good.
ago.
Don't
2023
let
to
the
2024.
propaganda fool you. It is not aiming to actually protect anybody or anything. It is solely for control and surveillance, trying to get more data from you to monitor your activities and ensure you are the drone they want you to be. This is not
This is such an
a
invasion of
good
privacy.
thing. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. That's it. Yeah.
We love Charlie. But yeah, it's wild and it's insane and it's so fucking bad. It's so fucking bad, dude. It's fucking ludicrous. But yeah. It's retarded. But yeah, I will include this the act. I will include the link to the website so y'all can go in and read it yourselves and see just how fucking bullshit it is. And yeah, I'll leave it in the comments so that way y'all can see it and read it for yourselves. But this is so dystopian and it's so wild, and I genuinely hope. Well, with Trump being the one that's in office, I don't think it'll go through. I think it'll get shut down fairly quickly because we are having a wellspring of politicians who actually are trying to put the American people first, and are, against the against invasion of people's rights. So hopefully, just like it did back in 2013, 24, 2013, 2023, 2024, it gets shut down, and it doesn't even make it past the introductory phase. But yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. And remember to be safe out there, be careful. The world is uncertain, and you never know what's going to happen. So protect yourselves, defend yourselves. Be extra careful. Always have an eye looking over your shoulder because you never know what lunatic might be behind you. And yeah, remember to believe nothing, question everything, and always seek the deeper truth. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.